Gold News Today.
Nearly 80 years after Amelia Earhart disappeared while flying over the Pacific Ocean, a scientist claims he may have cracked the case. Get the shocking details. Amelia Earhart went missing in 1937, and nearly 80 years after her mysterious disappearance, the late aviation pioneer's remains may have been found, according to a report by Daily Mail. Skeletal biology expert, Richard Jantz out of the University of Tennessee, believes he may have made a break in the case. Jantz claims bones were found on a Pacific island that are 99% likely to be hers. As you may know, the pilot suddenly disappeared over the Pacific Ocean. Earhart, her plane, and her navigator, Fred Noonan, were never found. In 1940, bones were discovered on Gardner Island, now Nikumaroro, 400 miles south of Earhart's planned stopover on Howland Island, the site reports. The bones were then sent to British Fiji, where Dr. David WinnHoodless took measurements before the bones went missing, believing that they were indeed Earhart's dimensions. Now, Jantz has used those measurements to compare them with the remains found on the Pacific island to come to his conclusion. What I can say scientifically is that the recent Pacific island remains are 99% likely to be her Earhart, Jantz said, according to the site. Jantz guessed the dimensions of similar bones in Earhart's body by examining photos where she appeared alongside objects, Daily Mail reports. We had the lengths of 3 bones that Hoodless reported lengths for, Jantz explained. Then we realized there were some ways we could get more information about Amelia Earhart's dimensions that could be compared directly to the bones. Jantz further explained, we were able to measure her humerus length and her radius length from a photo that had a scalable object in it. Then we also had her a good estimate of her tibia length, which we got from her trouser inseam length and from her height. We were able to compare the 3 bone lengths from Nikumaroro Island to Amelia Earhart. The result is that they are very similar, and it's unlikely that just a random person would be that similar. Another point of Jantz's reveals that an analysis was done comparing the recent Nikumaroro bones to those of 2,776 other people, where only 17 people with dimensions more similar than Earhart were found, with just 2 of them being female remains. If her position had been in the middle of that distribution, there is no way I could have concluded that it was her, Jantz said. The fact that she is not the closest one is not disqualifying at all, because there are going to be measurement errors on my part from estimating her dimensions, and it could be that Hoodless also made some errors. Just a random person would have a very low probability of being that similar to the Nikumaroro bones. This discovery comes after a black 1932 Hudson Essex Terraplane that once belonged Earhart was reported stolen on Friday, February 23, 2018. The car was found 3 days after the report was filed on the street corner in the El Sereno neighborhood in Los Angeles, CBS Los Angeles reported.